Right, take a look at your snatch here. So if you can get a better angle, that would be much better. Specifically, more stepped out. It would be great to see your entire body. And second, a little bit more to the side, as in a little bit more towards the barbell end cap. Not too much, but a little bit more would be very good. This is a little too zoomed in and a little bit too much on your front. First thing they'll notice that I'll point out now is that you're wearing a belt. Some people do this on the snatch, although it's quite rare. I don't know your specific reason for doing it, but it's something you should think about. Very rarely would any beginner wear it. It's really something after you've learned the snatch and spent a lot of time with it that you realize the belt can actually help you, and that is for a very small amount of people that snatch. So can you use the belt? Sure. Most people that do it also do not have a large thick leather belt like you do. It's much thinner. I don't know the actual dimension of yours, but yours looks like it would be illegal in competition anyway if you have any plan to compete. If you don't plan to compete, it's fine, doesn't matter. So overall, the point is, most people don't know wear a belt. Maybe you should consider that. If you find it really, really helps, that's fine. You can wear it. But just keep in mind that usually it's seen as an impediment to the snatch, hampers the movement, and keeping the bar nice and close becomes more difficult when you wear the belt for many lifters. Maybe not you, and that's fine. So it would be great if your head could still be straight in this frame. Don't start looking up, keep it nice, straight, and focused. Now it looks, well, let's see, actually, no, that was just a practice. Okay. Okay, so one thing is you bring it down to here, and then basically right from here you shift your body backward and then try and extend up. So this is not how we want to perform a hang. Okay, so I'm going to go to a video of myself doing a snatch, and the main reason why I'm using myself is because I know exactly what I'm doing there, and I know exactly where to find the video. It's not that everything I do is perfect, it's just very convenient for me to pull up these videos where I know they are and I know what it's going to show. This is me doing a hang snatch. What I want you to pay attention to, this is in slow motion. Notice how from here, so you saw me reach the bottom of the hang position. Now the bar is going to slide back up my thighs into there, and now I extend upward with it. So let's watch one more. So I slide down. Now I don't start extending upward here, but I bring the bar back into my hips, back into that power position, and then here I extend up. Now comparatively, you're coming right from here. It's true that you're not going as low in the hang as I just was, but you should still be moving up a bit more before you actually start this extension. So if we look at this in forward, you slide it down, and then there's no sliding back up. You're not bringing it back up into that power position, into those hips before you extend up. It's not that your hips have to go forward or anything like that. You must bring the bar back in. So this is leaving the bar out in front. Now you're pulling a little bit too much, especially here. You should really be trying to get under. You can see your arms up here still pulling that bar up, still trying to get a lot of height on the bar, which is not that important after this extension. After these quads are contracted and you're like this, your arms should be pulling you under. Now your body should be transitioning to go under the bar. You can see you're still pulling up and getting unnecessary height. And what it does is basically now you've power snatched it, but now you're going to ride it down, and you're letting your head fall down. So you may see some Chinese lifters do it, and they'll do it for the flexibility it allows them in their scapula. But as a general rule, especially as a beginner, don't do this. It's just going to mess with your awareness, proprioception, and even later in the set, you don't do it. So just be consistent. Try and keep that head straight. It's going to help a lot. Maybe in 3 or 4 years, if you're continuing practicing the snatch for that long, you find it's better to lower your head and you know where the bar exactly going to be, fine, do it then. But as for right now, keep that head straight. And so you still sink down, and then you turn up anyway. So try and get out of that habit. So again, don't slide. That snatch was better though. Keep that head up. Okay, so overall, what to work on next? Well, consider everything I said about the belt. You can still wear it, just keep in mind everything that I mentioned. First priority is when you're doing these hangs, make sure from here you don't go into this transition, but you move that bar back up a bit and then extend up. Very important for this. So a way to practice this is simply just doing the hangs and just doing like that. Make sure you slide it down, slide it back up, and go in. This would be considered waiting for the pull and staying over any of the cues like that you might have heard. It's pretty much what this is meaning. You have to wait for that pull, wait to extend up, wait for the bar to get deeper into the hips and everything. So that's first thing to work on. Second is your aggressiveness getting down. Try and stomp under, jump under. Not that you need a lot of air time. Don't worry about pulling that bar so high and so much air time like this. You can see your feet floating in the air for so long. Don't worry about that, but instead, after you extend, jump down into this position here with that head straight. Don't worry about pulling that bar up. It may seem scary. It may not seem like you know what you're doing. That's fine. You'll practice, you'll get a feel for it. But you need to bring that bar back up, closer into the hips, closer to the body, and then jump under immediately after you extend into this bottom position with that head straight up.